Welcome to Swedish Guy Flies. We are starting the adventure of taking this Piper from Växjö, Småland Airport in Sweden all the way around the world. And we're doing that by using SayIntentions. We're going to have SayIntentions AI traffic all the way around the globe. And I might not do VFR every flight, so but mostly VFR, and that's how I'm gonna start my flight here. So today we're gonna fly, and actually let me show you the full trip as it looks like. So you will see there's a little green piece there over by Sweden to the left. That's what we're flying today. And then we're going to fly down through Poland and down towards the Black Sea, there south of the Black Sea, into the Middle East, over India, Asia, up Japan, and over to Alaska. That's as far as I mapped it so far. And I've been basically VFR hopping this. So I'm going to take this in chunks of about 2.5 hours. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot. So yeah, actually what you see on the screen right now represents 11,000 nautical miles. So that's about 72 hours in the air if I would do a straight shot of this, which obviously is impossible. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get into the airplane and start setting it up. Here we are in the cockpit. I'm trying to do this world around the world as realistic as possible when it comes to weather. So I'm using real weather, or the time of day and so on. That's as real as possible. So pre-flight, I've checked everything here. We have everything set to start the procedure. So let's do that. Passengers have been briefed, and I have there's a function in SayIntentions which will give me a co-pilot that can answer radio calls and so on and so forth. So that's something I will probably use during this around the world trip, certainly if I do any longer legs, because that will help me to maybe step aside for a little bit, and then he can take care of the radio communication. So anyway, let's see here. Seatbelt secured, controls lock are removed, parking brake is set. We see that down there. Gear switch is down right there. Flaps are up, radios are off, autopilot master is off, avionics master is off, circuit breakers are in, and the rotating beacon, we're gonna put rotating beacon on right now. There it is. Okay, and before start, fuel selection, desired tank. And what we also should do is to fill the fuel of this thing. I did this on SimBrief. I did it as VFR on SimBrief, but I won't really do those waypoints. I'm just gonna fly over a couple of VORs. But he gives me that I have a block fuel of 317 pounds. Which is a lot. Which exceeds this a little bit, what I can do. A little concerning maybe. I'm looking at the little nav graph, which is normally a good one. All right, what we'll do. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound reasonable from SimBrief, to be honest with you, for 2-hour flight in this. Okay, en route burn. I'm just thinking loud here. 317. Okay, let's do 317 then, and see if we can trust sim brief. Let's see. Mixture is rich, full in, throttle, crack that a little bit, and prop blue on, full forward, carb heat is off, master switch is on. And put on the fuel pump. There it is. And we should see fuel pump rising here. Or fuel pressure. There it is. Very nice. Fuel pressure checked. Fuel pump off. And primer. Let's prime this thing. Pretty nice day today. Not very cold. Just maybe a couple of degrees positive Celsius. 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have that done, and let's turn both mags. There we go. And prop area. Clear prop. Nice. As you see here, it got very misty in here as we were working on starting up. So let's check oil pressure. Oil pressure looks good. Let this run a little bit to get some temp. So while we are waiting on that, let's go and start up SayIntentions. And we have this little panel here so we can see what's going on. SayIntentions. There it is. So he shows here that we are at Växjö Kronoberg Airport, which is correct. So let's start to set up put on the avionics. Radios on. EP Zulu Golf Most. And then we're going to fly over to VORs. And one VR, the first one is KAL for Kalmar. There it is. And the next one will be ROE. Yeah, for Ronne. And then yeah, we should be able to be on that. Actually, there is a VR at the airport. Let's punch that one in. Zulu Lima Golf. Ilona Gora, I think that is correct. Double checking. Yeah, it's still on Agora. Okay. Let's ask for clearance. Let's do that. We contact tower 118.155. Växjö Kronoberg Tower, this is Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. We are requesting a VFR clearance for our flight to Echo Papa Zulu Golf.
Speedbird 823, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Departure on 128.055, squawk 6322.
On departure, maintain VFR at or below 1,500 feet. Departure on 128.055, squawk 6322, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. So, as you might notice, I had the wrong call sign programmed into SayIntentions, so I corrected that. So he should call me Piper 3 Charlie Hotel for short. Okay, so let's look at this now. We're going to set the payload. Going to update the digital engine monitor by pressing that. And we should be right there. Right, let's do next. So next taxi. So we're checking here that primer is locked. Yes, it is. Avionics master is on. Amp meter, check. Looks good. Radios are on. Transponder. Yeah, good reminder. We're gonna set that. That was 6322. 6322. There we go. Heading indicator set. And I gotta set that also when we go out. Landing gear lamp is green. Yeah, green lamp there. Nav lights as required, parking brake release and brakes on initial roll test. So we'll do that once we have, once we're rolling. So I have this SayIntentions overlay there, as you see. Go see if that updates when we're off and running here. So I'm gonna ask for clearance. Yeah, one more thing I want to do. Just double check here on the maintenance. If everything looks okay. Yeah, looks good. And we have the flight plan in. So let's ask Kronoberg Tower for taxi. Kronoberg Tower requesting a taxi to active runway Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. taxi to runway 19 at my discretion, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Okay, let's see. Just checking something here on the side. So just so you see up here on the little box there for SayIntentions, you see all the active frequencies. It actually shows the incorrect destination. Schöneberg Tower, just want to confirm our destination is Echo Papa Zulu Golf, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Confirmed. Your destination is EPSG.
Okay, he didn't acknowledge that it was Zulu, so let's not worry about that right now. We can do that later on. Okay, so let's go to our runway. And that's okay, so we're gonna do a right turn here. Brake check. Works fine.
Captain Krista, the cabin is ready for departure.
Okay, so that's a feature that you heard, which is from SayIntentions. And
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our flight to EPSG. On behalf of our captain, Krista, and our first
so you can have
we are delighted to have you with
cabin
us today.
crews.
My
So I'm
name is
actually
Erica
gonna
and I
turn
will be
that
your
off.
flight attendant for this journey. Assisting me today are my wonderful colleagues, Johan, Ingrid, Lars.
Okay, yeah, so I hadn't turned that off because I did a kind of a regular flight before. So, but it's a cool feature once you if you're doing a commercial airliner, you can get that type of call outs. You can ask them if everything is if they have completed everything, so on and so forth. Let's move this away down here. Oh, that was sloppy. Haven't closed doing. No, much more quiet. Nice. Okay, so we're actually going to go out on the runway and we're going to taxi here to the right. So SayIntention have a concept they call living world, and that's their ultimate goal, to have the AI handle all air traffic. They're going to have AI airplanes doing real schedules and flight sequencing. So you will be sequenced into an airport based on traffic and weather at the time, which is really cool. Also a feature which I have on right now, this is that we have if there's anyone else that running this feature, which is I'm looking that up what it's called real quick here, Skynet. So it's a multiplayer traffic feature. So if there are other people that are on this Skynet with SayIntentions, we're gonna hear them and we're also gonna see them. There's not that many on that yet. It's a beta thing, but that's really cool. Once you know, this gets more prevalent, you will hear and see air traffic of real players, if you will, in Microsoft Flight Sim, real pilots in Microsoft Flight Sim, and you can hear them and see them. And I experienced that, and it's really cool. It's a very cool immersion aspect. All right, we're gonna turn around here. There we are. There, let's do a little run up. Yeah, that looks good. All right, there we go. And also, what we will do here, it's load the frequency of our first VOR, and bearing 100. Okay, let's take off. It's gonna correct something real quick here. Okay, I changed something else. So we're gonna do go directly down to Ronne. It's a straight shot south down to Bornholm Island and go over that VOR. I just did that change real quick here. There we go. So we're gonna go due south, and on the flight plan that would take us to 174 on our course. It's gonna check what yeah, I think we're just gonna go straight south. So that's gonna be easy. All right, let's get ready for takeoff here. We're gonna put on fuel pump for takeoff. right, gear up.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, you are not cleared to take off. Advise when ready to copy a phone number for possible pilot deviation.
Oops, that was not good. I got too distracted about things, so that wasn't a good start. Apologies, Tower Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, ready to copy. So yeah, that wasn't good at all. I think I've never done that, but anyway.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, please call 94948 4001 for the phone number regarding the possible pilot deviation.
Copy that, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Okay, so that's interesting. So I mean, you see, the SayIntentions SI is, I mean, it's holding you to the rules. So we're gonna trim down a little bit here. It's a little windy now as we are flying down here, keeping 1500 feet as per instructions. Don't want to violate too many instructions. So that's the takeoff on our trip. Oh, it is windy. Let's see what to say here on the flight pad about the situation. Yeah, side wind there, 15 knots. Good visibility though. You are getting pushed from the side, but I will come back further down the trip here and give an update. An update from flight deck. We are now at 2,500. We're just about to leave the Swedish southern part of Sweden. We are under flight following. I was able to get them to understand what I was saying here, Echo Papa Zulu Golf. So we have an active flight following to our destination. And we are about to leave Sweden here and going down to the south, to the island of Bornholm, and we are just tracking on that VOR right now. We have that one active here, so things are looking good. The weather is nice. It's not so windy now. Let's see on the iPad what the wind says now. Yeah, we still have 15 knots, but plane is much more stable now. Yeah, little chilly here inside the aircraft. I'm gonna fix that, remove that, and bring some heat, cabin heat. So you see, heat is now rising here in the cabin, so that's gonna be nice. So I will come back further out on the flight. Update from the flight tech. We have now reached Bornholm, the island of Bornholm, south of Sweden. As we are flying over here, we're gonna track almost south, 164 degrees from the VOR that we're gonna pass here in a moment. We see some windmills we're flying over. Still on 2,500, I think that's a good altitude. And we are trimmed pretty well. Really low fuel consumption at the moment. Good. Everything looks good here. flight info. Nice and warm now in the cockpit. Quite a bit of wind from the side, but I'm having my autopilot handle that. So things are going well, and I'll get back to you. We have update from the flight deck. We have just passed over into Poland. I looked up some information about the airport. It's used to be a military airport, and today it is the 14th busiest airport. You can fly to Albania from there. You can fly to Warsaw. And Orbix have actually a model of this one. I should have purchased that. It wasn't that expensive. It would be cool to have that when I land. But maybe I get it, and then we'll see it when we take off from there to our next leg, which I haven't decided yet where I'm going. All right, I'll get back to you when it's time to land. Update from the flight deck. Something really weird happened here, and I just couldn't figure it out. I pressed the menu to get into the Microsoft Flight Sim menu, and sometimes when I get out of that menu, something has happened on the airplane. I don't know what happened. So when I came back, the plane was banking to the right real bad. Or was it to the left? Anyway, it was just I couldn't fly straight. I had to have my yoke input to the left, so it was pulling to the right. It's super weird why that happened all of a sudden, and I frantically looked around and couldn't figure out. And then I got the outside view, and then I saw that one of the flaps were down, and I could also see on the stick here that the flap were down. So then I thought that was strange because it was only one flap. So I thought, is this a failure? And sure enough, look at this. There's a flap failure here. So if I engage the flap, that's gonna be a problem. So I tried to do this as realistic as possible. So I think I could just repair this. But I think I just gonna say this flap is jammed, not airworthy. So I'm thinking maybe I should just leave it be and land like we have a faulty flap. I think I'm gonna do that just to create a little bit of drama. And I don't want to demonstrate this because then we might crash. So because I wanted to deploy a flap and you could see what happens. Or maybe should I do that? See what happens now. So I'll engage one flap, and the one that's damaged is the one here to the right. So let's see what happens now. Yeah. So see, I'm deploying the flap, and there's nothing that happens to the left or to the right. So he starts to bank to the right. So now autopilot tries to get back. So interesting. Yeah, I don't know why that jammed there. And I don't know why the flap got them engaged in the first place when I went into the Microsoft Flight Sim menu. That's weird. But anyway, I figured it out and I kept flying. That was the important thing, not to go down. So a little drama there. We should land in about 20 minutes.
Piper 823 Charlie Hotel, Warsaw Radar, Dzień dobry, altimeter 1019er.
So here we can see the progress. You see my little airplane moving up there. And we're gonna get the localizer there, the green marking that's on the right of the airport. So we're gonna loop into that one, kind of start to navigate on our own to kind of do that loop, go towards the east, and then loop back into that for the runway 24. Silona Tower, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel at 2200, requesting full stop landing.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, wind calm, runway 24, cleared to land.
Now we need to lose speed here because we're not landing with the flaps. Actually, I'm gonna tell Tower that. Silona Agora Tower, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel on final for runway 24. Be advised, our flaps are not working. So we do a landing without flaps. Be aware. Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. See what they say.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, winds calm, runway 24, clear to land. Be advised, no flap landing acknowledged.
Runway 24 cleared to land, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Alright, so that's cool. He acknowledged. So the problem with no flaps then obviously is that we're coming in pretty hot. So I'm gonna see if I can lose some speed by going low and then kind of try and recover. Alright, good. Scrubbing some speed here. Alright, it's going well. Try to center a little bit more. Haven't really focused on that, just looking at the speed. Good. Looking good. Okay. Good landing. Good landing with no flaps.
Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, welcome to Silona Agora. Taxi to general aviation. Parking at your discretion, monitor this frequency.
So, there we are. We have made it to Poland. Our first leg in our flight here to around the world. So let's just review where we are. So here we are. We've been flying from Sweden down into Poland, and we did this little turn here to get into runway 24. And then I'm not 100% sure which leg gonna be next. But I will probably come back and do that in a couple of days. But in the meantime, if you like SayIntentions, click the link in the description because you can get the free trial. And there's also significant functionality available on just a free account. You don't need to subscribe. But if you subscribe, you get a lot of cool feature. I just love this software. I mean, VATSIM is one thing that has another intensity, but if you want to, just do your flight sim as real as it can be without interacting with the live air traffic control, I think this is the ticket. So it's very nice. So I hope to see you next flight. Like and subscribe and follow my adventure across the world with this Piper. See you next time.